G'day, welcome back to Dad vs Son. We're going on with Combat Commander, Europe and Mediterranean, working through my chronological missions, and we are doing Tournament Pack Battle Scenario 8, which is Codes in the Sunrise. Okay, and it is the Germans' turn. They're sitting here at the moment. And they have a move and a fire. And I really don't think they want to move. So, if they fire, they're going to be firing for 1 because we have a 4 hindrance still. Or do they want to move somebody? Do they or don't they? No, they're going to fire. So they're going to have a fire. So this is the bloke that's going to fire, and he is going to fire at who, I ask. I suppose he may as well fire into here with Sergeant Casey. So firing for 5 minus 4 for the hindrance is 1. He has nothing to help. And 8 more is 9. So he's shooting for 9. Okay, the line unit here has 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 11. And Sergeant Casey has 11 plus 4, so they're both safe. Okay, and that's the end for the Germans. And they get 1, 2, 3 cards. And we're back to the British. So the British have another recover, which is good, and another recover, which is not so good. 2 fires and a command confusion with marksmanship. So we're going to fire. So we're going to use this fire. We are going to use some hand grenades with that, so to add 2. And we are also going to add 2 for that. So we'll activate Sergeant Casey. This line unit here will be the primary source of fire. So he is at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus 2 for marksmanship is 12. Plus 2 for hand grenades is 14. Minus 4 for the hindrance. So we're at 10. Plus 5 is 15. So again, it's not great. And he is sitting there for 7, 8, 9, 10. And he has a concealment that he could use, which I think he's going to, because I don't really want him hurt at the moment. So that takes a 3 off. So we're hitting for 12, and he's already on 10. 16. So he would have made it anyway, but hey, why the hell not? Right. So that's that. British are finished. 1, 2, 3 cards. We're back to the Germans' turn, and they have a fire, a move, and a recover. So they are going to use recover first up. So the first thing I'm going to try and do is rally Corporal Rettenhals here. So he is 8, 9, 10, 11 for the building. And we get a 9, so he's good. He feels better now. And then we're going to do the same up here. Try and rally this line team who are on 6. And they get 7 and an event. And the event is interdiction. Suppress 1 unit in a hex with less than 1 cover. Okie dokie. So he's suppressed. That's a question. Was he only supposed to suppress last time? I can't remember. Okay, probably stuffed that, and I've probably reduced him rather than suppressed him. If I have, then sorry. If I find it later, when I review the first one, if I find out I've stuffed it, I'll try and fix it. Righto, so what else do they want to do? They've recovered. So they have a fire and a move. I don't see the sense in them firing, but they could move. Do they want to move is the question. I think he may have to try and escape. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to move for our second order, and we're going to use smoke grenades as well. I think we can do that. Box movement. Yeah. So this is the man we're going to move. Now we already have a 4 that we know of as a hindrance. I'm going to pop the smoke into here, and then I'm going to move into there. So here's our smoke. And we have smoke, and it is a 5. Oh well, better than nothing. Righto, so we've popped smoke and we move. Look, so our hindrance is now 5 for this man rather than 4. So there is no line of sight from Sergeant Casey. There is a line of sight from this line unit here, and there is a line of sight from this line unit here. So if I'm going to fire, it's just going to be 1 unit firing at him, and at the moment I don't think it's worthwhile. Righto. So that was 1 to there. He's then going to move to there for 2. And again, there is no line of sight for Sergeant Casey. There is a line of sight here, and there is a line of sight here. But again, that's going through this hex. So we still have a hindrance of 5. Then he's going to go here. And there is still a line of sight from this man down here, but it's not worth it. If I go here, there's going to be a line of sight to him. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will have a hindrance of 4 over here. So he'd be shooting for 1, plus the road helping is -1. So he'd be shooting effectively for 2. Nah, I don't think so. Okay, so he's going to move to here. And we are not going to shoot. So that is the end of the Germans' turn. They get 4 cards to replace. And what do the British have? So we started with a fire, concealment, and a recover hand grenades, and we have artillery, denied hidden mines. Useless to me. Artillery, dig in. Not real good. And artillery, hidden wire. Again, no good. Okay. So we're going to get rid of those 3 cards, get 3 more. And we're back to the Germans. The Germans have a rout hand grenades, a rout spray fire, a rout concealment, and a command confusion sustained fire. Look, really, the sustained fire is nice, but it's not worthwhile keeping the card at the moment. So we're going to get rid of all 4 of them and get 4 new cards for the Germans. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the British got 3 new cards last time, and they've ended up with command confusion, marksmanship, fire ambush, and rout hand grenades. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play the rout. And the reason for that is this mortar team up here. So we're routing the Germans. So he's sitting on a 5 at the moment there. So I need a 6, 7, and he is off the board. So we have 5. Oh, 7. Okay, now let's just have a quick look at the event, and it is interdiction, suppress. Okay, so again, this is the only one that could have been suppressed. He's already suppressed, doesn't matter. He goes 1, 2, off the board. They've lost that. So, first blood, 2, their allies, which gives them a 1 VP, so they're back to 6 for the Axis. Okay. So now we have 2 fires, a recover, and a command confusion. So I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to use this fire as my second action, and I'm going to use this marksmanship to help, and that's it. So I'm shooting with this man here at this man here. So I'm shooting for 5 plus 2 is 7, minus 4 for this hindrance is 3. So I'm shooting for 3 plus 7 is 10, but we have an event. And the event is Medic, Rally 1 broken unit. And I have no broken units, and he has no broken units. So, no. Righto. So he's up here for 7, minus 1 for the road is 6. Does he have anything that can help him? A rout assault? No. Fire smoke? No. Recover? No. And a rout. Okay. So nothing at the moment. So he's going for 6, and we hit him for 10. He gets a 7, which is great, with an event, and the event is Fog of War. Each player places 1 card at random from the hand in discard. Righto, so British first, we have 2 cards here, and we're going to lose Recover. And the Germans have 4 cards here, and they're going to lose a rout. I bet you they're cut up about that. Okay, so the British have got 1 card left, which is a fire, which they're not going to use. So they'll get their 1, 2, 3, 4 cards back. And now the Germans have, like we said, a fire smoke grenades, a rout assault, and a recover assault. So they're just going to get rid of this rout and get 2 cards. Okay, so British started with 1 fire ambush card. They've got a move crossfire, a fire ambush, a fire smoke, and a fire light wounds. I think they'd like to fire at something at some stage. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to move. Now, who, I ask, is going to move? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this LMG to bring him up with this mob. So, so that will be 2 to there. That's not much good, is it? No, so we'll go a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get the 1 extra for being on the road. So there we are. So now he's in Sergeant Casey's command radius. And now we have 4 fires. So again, do we want to fire at this man? So we know he can't shoot. We know he can't shoot, and we know he can't shoot, which only leaves this man again. So if he was going to shoot, I've got nothing to help him with. So he'd be shooting for 5 minus 4. So he'd be shooting for 1, effectively. The road would bring it to a 2, effectively. think I've got to, and I've simply got to for the to get cards moving. So we're going to fire. There's our second order, firing from here, so it's 5 minus 4 is 1. Plus 3, I know, I'm trying to contain myself. So we're shooting for 4, and he has 7 minus 1 is 6. So I think he's probably safe. 6 plus 8, 14. And a sniper, and the sniper is at H7, which of course puts it right here. And okay, what's he want to take out? And he's going to take out Sergeant Casey. Like that. Bloody snipers. Okay, and that is the end of the German turn. British turn. I'll get 2 cards. Okay, Germans started with a recover assault and a fire, and they've picked up an advance and a fire, and they're going to use the advance. And they're simply going to use the advance to advance this man here into these trees, like that. And that is all they're going to do. So they get 1 card, and we're back to the British, and they've been given a rubbish and a recover. So we're going to use the recover on Sergeant Casey here. So we have 9, 10, 11, 12. Gets a 6, so he's fine. He has recovered. There is nobody to fire at, and we can't move anywhere, so we get 1 card. Back to the Germans, who have 2 fires, a recover, and another recover. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this recover, and I'm going to get rid of this fire, and that will leave him a recover and a fire. Okay, so 2 cards for the Germans. Back to the Poms, who've got another fire ambush. Okay, so we're going to get rid of a fire ambush and a fire smoke grenades and an artillery request. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, Germans have a fire and a recover. They now have a rout and a rout. Jesus Christ. There is nobody to rout, so they're going to get rid of those 2 and get 2 new cards. I can't get over how slow this is. Maybe this wasn't a good one to play. Okay, back to the British. They started with 2 fire ambush cards, and they have a move, a advance, and another fire. Okay, so let's see what we're going to do here. This time, okay, so again we're going to activate Sergeant Casey, and we're going to use this move order. So he has control of all these people now. So the first one's going to move is this line squad here, and it is going to go 1, and I don't think there is no, there is no line of fire, no line of sight to anybody. So that's 1 to there, and then he is going to go 2, 3, 4 into there. Now we do have a line of sight from objective 3 here. Okay, so the Germans do have a fire, so they're going to use it. So I'm going to use this fire for opportunity fire. Corporal Rattenhouse and his team here have been activated. The rifle is the primary weapon, so it is a 6, 7 to here. So that's 7, and that is 7 minus 4 for the hindrance. So it's a 3 plus 10 is 13. Not too bad. Except we're sitting in here for 7, 8, 9. Okay, and another 7 is 16, so we're good. We can't go any further. Next unit to move is this one here, and he will go a 1 to there, and then he will go 2, 3, 4 to there. Again, they're going to shoot 5, 6, 7 into here. Minus 4 gives them 3. Plus 3 is 6. That's fine. And he's got 7, 8, 9. And time, gentlemen, please. Okay. So we move that up. And this goes down to a 3. The Germans get a victory point again. We shuffle up our cards. And we remove that smoke, if I remember correctly. Yep. So the smoke goes away. So it's getting easier to hit people now. We're down to a hindrance of 3. Oops. Throwing cards away. And British have no dig-ins and the Germans have no dig-ins. Righto. So the next ones to move is Sergeant Casey and his team, and they're all going to move together. Or are they? I hear you ask. And I go, I don't know. Okay, so he is going to, move with them. So they're all going together. So they've got 5 movement. He's got 5 movement, I should say. The line squad. So he's going to go a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into here, like that. And again, they have line of sight up to here. They get to shoot with 6, get to shoot with 6, 7 to here. Now it's only 7 minus 3, so they're shooting for 4. And they are going, both units have spray fire, have boxed range, so they're going to use spray fire. So they can attack 2 hexes, so they're going to attack these 2. So the first one here, he's shooting for 6, 7, which is 4 to here, plus 5 is 9, so 9 into here, and he's sitting at 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 9 and a sniper, and the sniper is at A2, which is up the top near my people, so it's nothing happening. Then he shoots at Sergeant Casey for 8, 9, 10, and he's fine as well. And then he's going to shoot here, so we have, again, 5, 6, 7, which is minus 3, is 4 into here, plus 7 is 11, and an event. And the event is Battlefield Integrity. Gain 1 victory point for each of your opponent's eliminated units. Well, he hasn't eliminated any of mine, so he gets nothing. Right, so we've got 11 coming into here, and he's sitting at 7, 8, 9 at the moment, and 5 is 14, so that's good. So the last unit to move is this guy, and he's going to go a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and he can't go any further anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Right, so that was our move. Now we have some fire actions, and we have an advance action. And we're not going to do any of them, so we get 1 card. Get rid of our card. Get rid of the German cards they use. So they have 1 fire action and 1 recover assault fire. So, do they want to fire, or do they want to wait until we move, or do they think we're going to hit them? Questions. Okay, if we don't fire, then we've got to throw away the fire or the recover anyway. So there's not much sense in doing that, so we may as well fire. Now, the question is, who do we wish to fire with? So we know that we can fire with Corporal Rittenhouse and his mob. Can we fire from up here? And the answer would be yes. So we could shoot from up there. Now, is that going to give us more? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this guy's only got a range of 4, so it's not going to be any better, is it? It's going to be 5, 6, 7 into here, whereas this is already 5, 6, 7 into here, or here, or here. Okay, let's try and whittle them down a bit. We're going to go into here. So we're firing 7 into here. Minus 3 is 4. We have nothing to help. Plus 9 is 13. So that's not too bad. And he's sitting at 7, 8, 9. Plus 10. So he's fine. So that's the end of the German turn. He gets 3 cards, a 1, a 2, and a 3. And we're up to the British, who have 3 fire cards, an advance card, and a rout. So what do they want to do? 3 fires, an advance. Okay. Righto. So we're going to advance, and we're simply going to advance Sergeant Casey into here. Like that. Now he has all of these under his control again. And we're going to use this fire simply to get rid of it, and we're going to fire with this unit here. So it's going to be 5 plus 1 is 6 into here. So it's 6 minus 3 is 3, plus 6 is 9. So yes, it's just to get rid of a card. Okay, so the rifle unit is a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 20 I think is enough. And he is a 7, 8, 9, 10. And 10 is 20. I think that's gain enough. So the British get 2 cards to replace, and we're up to the Germans. So the Germans started with this recover. They have an advance, a move, and a fire. Righty-o. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to use this move. And what they're going to move is our little rifleman all the way up here. And he's going to go 1 to there. Now this line unit is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't reach him. That's why he went to there. Okay. So that's 1, 2. And then he goes 3, 4 into there. He is now here to help support this guy. Okay. So that's our move. We are then going to what are we going to do next? what to do next. We have a fire, an advance, a recover. We don't need to recover anybody. Do I want to advance anybody? And the answer is no, so we're just going to call it quits there. And that is the end of the German deck. So that is time, gentlemen, please. And we'll shuffle them up. And once we've finished this, we will call it quits for that, because that's 30 minutes and a bit. So, oops, throwing cards away again. So the Germans get their one card. Those go away. There is no smoke to remove. Okay, they get a victory point, so they're up to 8. We're up to 3, so this now comes down to 2. The British have not got a dig in, and the Germans do not have a dig in. So that's it. Okay, so we'll call it quits there for this turn, or for this video, I should say. At least we had a little bit of movement, if nothing else. So that's that. Again, let me know your thoughts, your giggles, and all the rest. I will have a look. I suppose it doesn't really matter about him now. Well, in fact, I will have a look, and if he wasn't supposed to be reduced, he was only supposed to be suppressed before, then I might actually bring him back next turn. Okay, just to be fair to the Germans. Rightio. Thank you very much again. It's appreciated, and I will catch you soon. Bye for now.